Hello, everyone. My name is Holly, and I will be one of the trainers for this hour. The topic we are going to go over is Would You Rather? So basically, you'll be choosing between two things. Would you rather be rich or would you rather be poor? Would you rather be tall? Would you rather be short? Would you rather be fat? Would you rather be skinny? And all kinds of different things like that. Let me show you. So the topic today is Would You Rather? And so we will go through several different topics here. Would you rather be rich or poor? A boy or a girl? Short or tall? And at the end, people will be choosing their own question. So that is what we will be doing today. That is the topic for today is Would You Rather? So my name is Holly, and I am originally from Idaho, where I'm currently living. It is 11 a.m. here in Idaho. It's on the Mountain Time Zone in the United States. And a little about me, I started teaching in 1994 in South Korea. I taught for 11 years in Finland. I came back to the States in 2009 because I had started teaching online in 2006. And so I've been teaching since 2006 online. The last few years, I haven't really taught all that much online. And so I've just started getting back into teaching online in several different opportunities that I've had. And Verbling is one of them. Um, so Yeah, so I'm originally from here in Idaho. And anyway, the topic today will be on Would You Rather? And so you will choose between two things and then explain what if you would rather do one thing or another. And then you will also, I will encourage you guys to be talking to each other and asking each other questions. Um, so that is the topic. I want to go ahead and show the topic again. Would you rather? Would you rather be rich or poor? So we'll talk about this, and this is supposed to be is basically a free springboard discussion to free discussion. So uh, a springboard question so that we can talk about the positives and negatives of being rich or poor. Would you rather be a boy or a girl? Talk about the difference between men and women. Would you rather be short or tall? Rather go to California or New York? Live in Europe or Asia? Live in an apartment building or a house? There's a lot of different types of choices like that. And the main idea is that you'll just get to a chance to speak and practice speaking English. So that is the topic for today. Again, my name is Holly, and I will be one of the trainers for this hour. And so, anyway, yeah. So, would you rather? Would I rather be live in the U.S. or live in Canada? I don't know. I think maybe I would rather live in the U.S. because that's where I was born. But if I had a choice, if I wasn't born in the U.S., I'd probably want to live in Canada. So just because it's kind of fascinating to me. Um, anyway, we will be faced with all kinds of different questions that we will practice and whatever comes up from there. So waiting for the first student to come. There's really no material that the students need to have because it's all in a PowerPoint with just one question on each PowerPoint. So would you rather? Hi, Victor. How are you?
Hi, Holly. I'm fine, thank you. And you? How about you?
Very good. How was your day?
Oh, it's nice usual day. It's usual work day without any big troubles.
Uh,
Yes, but the weather is quite cold today.
the weather is cold.
Yes, become cold. Just
Okay.
yes.
Yeah. So how cold is it right now?
It's about 10 degrees below zero.
Really? It's that cold already?
Below it's minus or it's
Wow.
below
Wow.
it's not plus or not minus, not minus.
Yeah.
I used to confuse below and above.
Oh, okay. That's oh wow. I didn't realize. So it's not minus. It's plus. Plus
It's
10.
yes.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Because when you had said minus, I was like, already?
Yes, yes. I was correct.
Yeah. Um, but at the same time, the what is it? At the same time, there are parts of the world, like for example, I think parts of Siberia, that it is that cold. So, so I was like, okay, I didn't realize the Ukraine was that cold, but wow.
I just want only a couple of warm days. Also more.
Uh-huh.
I wanted to move to fry some sausage this next weekend, but I think I will not going to. I will
Okay.
not to go.
So you would not go to fry sausage?
Yes, because the weather become too cold.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So what time is it in the Ukraine right now?
8 p.m.
8 p.m. Okay. Hello, Maria. How are
Hello.
you? Now,
I'm
are you in Spain right now?
no, I'm in Sweden.
Sweden.
Yes,
Oh, so it's not Maria. It's Maria.
Maria. I
Maria.
mean, we
Okay.
say it the Spanish
You
way.
say it the Spanish way. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
But by the way, I have a question about that because
Uh-huh.
I know that in America they usually pronounce it, or sometimes they pronounce my name Mariah, like Mariah Carey,
Uh-huh.
and sometimes they say Maria, more
Uh-huh.
like that, which is
Yeah.
the American way.
Oh, the English way would be Maria. It'd be like
English.
Spanish, the Spanish way.
Maria. Okay. So
Yeah.
Mariah is like, I don't know why. It
I
sounds
I'm
more.
I haven't heard anybody call somebody that because I would think Mariah would be spelled a little bit different, but it might just be because somebody's I don't know. I don't know why. So, are you from Sweden?
I am from Sweden, yes.
So how cold? I mean, Victor was just telling me that it's about 10 degrees in Ukraine. How cold is it right now in Sweden?
It's not that cold. Maybe 15.
Okay.
I'm just
Okay.
guessing because I don't have a.
Okay.
What
What
is it
part of
called?
Sweden are you at?
I'm in the south,
Okay.
near
Gothenburg?
Malmö, near Copenhagen. near. Yeah.
Okay,
that
are you in Gothenburg or
No, it's further south.
further south than that? Okay, I lived
Yeah.
in Finland for 11 years, and so
Oh,
I spent a lot of some time in Sweden. I spent a weekend in Uppsala and several weekends in Sweden and Stockholm and so forth. So
oh, nice.
yeah, so I know the weather patterns at least. So
How do you like it? Is it the same as in
well,
Idaho? Or?
well, I went to Finland for a 9-month contract, and I stayed for 11 years. And I was actually planning on getting my permanent residency and possibly citizenship, and then I changed my mind and came back to the U.S. So
Okay, but it wasn't that bad then, since you
um,
stayed 11 years.
I absolutely loved it. Yeah, it was a great experience for me. So yeah, all right, Anthony, Antonio, how are you?
Hello, teacher. Hello, everyone. I'm fine, thank you.
And it's 7 p.m. in Spain, right?
Yes, it
And
is.
what is the what is it? The weather like right now in Spain?
The weather is the autumn is late and it's very hot up to now.
Okay. Okay.
Today we are 25 degrees here in the north.
Wow. So you're still having what we call an Indian summer.
Yes, the last weekend people went to the beach to swimming.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's pretty much what it is where I'm at as well. I'm checking. I haven't been outside today. It was raining last time I was outside,
Oh.
but we're still. I think we're still experiencing an Indian summer as well. Yesterday when I was outside, I was still wearing shorts. So no, actually, I wore jeans yesterday, and I thought, oh, I should be in shorts. So. No, right now it's actually not that hot. It's 13.7 degrees. So
Today we are very lucky because it was a windy day. But if you are inside the car, there are 25 degrees.
yeah, exactly. So okay, we're like today the forecast, since it's still morning. It's 11 in the morning. The forecast is supposed to be 17 degrees high. So we're starting to get cold as well, but it doesn't feel like it compared to Finland. So, Andrei, how was your bike ride this morning in the cold?
As usually, everything is all right. I'm used that in the proper way. Whatever happened, whatever of forecast, it's it doesn't matter really.
Yeah, because you're a winter rider. So, hi Fernando, how are you? Fernando, tell us about the Cookie Monster. Do you like cookies? Are you there?
Cookie Monster. Doesn't matter.
Fernando, okay, maybe his microphone isn't working. Okay, well, today we're going to do a discussion. Today will be basically free conversation and discussion. And what you guys will do is you will choose between two things, and then what I'm hoping is that you will have a springboard. The question will springboard to a further discussion. So what I would like you guys to do is remember to listen to each other, and I encourage you to, if you hear somebody answer a question, if you wonder about what they are saying, ask them. So let's try to have as much discussion between each other as possible, and then I will talk as well if I hear anything as well. So that is the plan for today. The topic is would you rather. So you will be choosing between two different things. So would you rather? The first question is, would you rather be rich or poor? So Antonio, what do you think? Would you rather be rich or poor, and why?
Definitely, I prefer to be rich.
Okay.
It's clear.
Okay. All right. Talk to us. Why would you rather be rich over poor?
Excuse me, could you
Why?
repeat? why I don't want that. I don't want to get starving. I don't want to live below a bridge. I don't want to wear the same clothes. I don't want to to
Yeah.
I want to have a car. I don't want to work every day to go around the city. There are many different reasons.
Very good reasons. All right. Does anybody have a comment or a question of Antonio?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Antonio, please talk. If you would be rich, did you donate money for poor people?
Okay, so if you were rich, would you donate money?
So,
Did you donate money for poor people who needs money?
I will do it because I don't have very special taste and I like normal food. I don't like the luxury. I am a average person. I don't like very luxury boats. I don't like luxury cars. And if I have enough money to live in a good way, I am sure I'll get money to poor people or charity or ONG associations.
Okay.
Okay. So you don't really. So you don't really care about living a luxurious lifestyle, but
No.
you want to be comfortable.
Yes, only comfortable for me and for my family, and it's enough for me.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent. All right. Antonio, why don't you ask Andre? How about you?
If you could choose, would you rather travel very far away or only near your country?
Okay. So Andre.
Yes. Okay. I understand that. Definitely, I prefer to go throughout the world. To I want to be more impressive, impressed by by a lot of countries, and I prefer to travel overseas. Definitely.
It's more fun.
It's to have more fun, and it's definitely it needs a lot of money, and yes, in that reason, I prefer to rather to be rich, or definitely, and it's, to have much higher quality life quality.
Higher quality of life, yes.
High quality life, yes.
I agree with you.
Yeah. Okay. And Andre, could you ask somebody else about this topic?
About
would you rather be rich or poor, or any question related to this?
Any question?
Fernando or Maria?
Okay. I would ask Maria.
Okay.
Did you hear me?
Yeah.
What was the question? The
I-
same question.
I can anticipate that you give me an answer that you would be rather rich or poor.
Okay.
Definitely, but could you say if you would be a rich person, in what way would you spend your most quantity of money?
Ooh. That's a big question. If I was rich, how would I spend the majority of my money? Is that?
Majority, yes.
How would you spend your money?
Well, I think I would like to invest them to make them grow, and so that I could maybe work a little less than I do now, and have more quality of life that way.
Okay. What kinds
Yeah.
of things would you invest in? Would you invest in real estate or companies or stock market or?
In companies, definitely, but I mean the stock markets. It is a lot of companies on the stock market. So
Yeah.
I mean, if I invest in stocks, I'm not purchasing a whole company, but
Yeah.
so yeah, so definitely companies, and real estate wouldn't be so bad either. In a nice place where I could go on holiday, like Spain or Brazil, or no, I don't know. A warm country.
I suppose that it would be like a play game for you, since you would have enough of money and you spend your time to make much more and more and more money. Am I
Okay.
right?
So you-
Yeah, I guess it takes a lot of work also to be an investor. If you are really a professional investor, I think you would spend many hours in the office. Don't you
like
think?
like a game named Monopoly.
Yeah, exactly. Monopoly.
Monopoly. Yeah. So yeah. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. It takes a lot of work to make money, I think.
Money makes lot of much more money.
Yeah. Yeah. So Maria, could you ask Fernando a question? Oh, he just left.
Okay. How bad.
Okay. So ask Antonio or Victor Andre a question.
I don't know. Have Antonio spoken yet? I don't know.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So Andre, where would you, if you had an unlimited amount of money, where would you travel?
First of all, I would travel to South California.
Southern California.
Yes, it's best. I think it's for me. It's, my opinion for me, it's the best place for living. I think, and I really love the climate of this part of world, and I really I prefer. And then I should be on the Hawaii.
Okay.
And all the countries in South Eastern Asia.
Southeast Asia. Okay, so warm.
Yes.
It has to be warm.
Warm
hearing?
countries. I prefer. Yes.
Okay.
It's since in Ukraine is summer is over. It's deep autumn, and it's not. Weather is not so cozy.
Oh, are you from Ukraine? Are you living in Ukraine?
Yes, in Ukraine, and capital in Kiev, capital of Ukraine.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's about the winter is about to start.
yeah, same here. It's about to
Yeah.
start. It's getting darker. Maybe you don't have as dark as we have here, but
No. But it's fascinating too. It's amazing. Like Antonio, if you have a chance to travel up to during the winter, if you have a chance to travel to Sweden or Finland or Norway or go to Lapland in one of those countries or even to Moscow or something, just to experience the dark is just so awesome, I think.
you really think so? I think it's more awesome to experience the light in the summer, the midnight sun. And
Yes, it is, and also midsummer as well. Midsummer is
Yeah.
great as well. If you because it's nothing like walking down the street at 10 in the morning and it's just getting light, or walking in the middle of the night like at 2 in the morning and it's just getting dark. It's just amazing. So
yeah, it's very different. It's like opposites.
yeah, Antonio, have you in your country? It's always warm, isn't it?
No, it's not always warm. Only in the summer we have a very hard winter here in the city. For example, we don't have below temperature, but we have 1 or 2, 3 degrees below zero. But
Oh,
the
really?
but the wind is very hard, and
Ah.
that's why we are used to hot and cold weather.
Okay. For some reason, I was thinking Spain was always warm.
No, it's not
Me
true.
too.
The south of the Spain is more warm than the north, but the north is very hard in not the coast, because the coast is warm by the wind, but inside, in between, in below of Madrid, are on the side, on the left side or on the right side, it's very cold. In winter, it's normal to snow. For example, I go to skiing in the 15 degrees below zero. For
Okay.
example,
Oh, really? But in the Canary Islands, maybe.
no, it's very far
It's
away.
Spain, right?
Spain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are besides Morocco.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
are 2000 to to 50,000 kilometers at
That's
least. Spain.
2,500. So 2,500 or 2,500
Yeah.
kilometers. Yeah.
And a lot of people here in Spain said when they are living abroad, they missed the light more than the cold.
Yeah.
Because, for example, I meet people who live in the Low Countries or in Italy or in England, and they missed the light because the sun is always shining.
Yeah.
But I had been in London for 3 times at least, and I am lucky because 2 times the sun is shining, but other time the sun wasn't shining, and it's hard for us, to see the sun shining.
Yeah. I think for me, like London, for example, I get it in my head that it's not cold if there's no snow. And London is really cold. And I remember I traveled there during New Year's. It was, I think, New Year's 2004. And it was really, really cold. I ended up buying a hat. But I just had it in my head that there's no snow, so it's warm.
Yeah.
But anyway, okay, let's go on to this next topic. And then we, of course, let's try to springboard away from this. So would you rather go to California or New York? So, Andre, you actually said that you would like to go to Southern California. talk to us. What do you think? Would you rather go to California or New York?
Definitely, it's California. I would rather go. I would rather go to California. It's lovely, my favorite place for me.
Now, have you been there yet?
Even though I haven't been there,
Okay.
I have a dream.
Okay. I hope that you get to I hope your dream comes true. So, all right. Well, Maria, how about you? Would you rather go to California or New York?
Yeah, this might be surprising, but I would like to go to New York because last time I was there, you can see it in the picture, maybe. Last time I was there for such a short time. It was like 24 hours or so. So I definitely would like to go there again. I'm on Times Square. If you
Okay. So you were in Times Square, New York?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just had a 2-year-old walk into my office, so I'm like,
Okay.
and I'm like, oh yeah. So I was just kind of a little distracted, like, what do I do now? But
Yeah, I was in New York for 24 hours, and you can see me on Times Square on my picture. Maybe
oh, is
if
that
you can
in
see my
Times Square?
picture.
Okay.
Yeah. So I definitely want to go there again and stay a little longer and go to all the famous places. What is it called again? All
The famous landmarks,
landmarks. Yeah.
tourist attractions.
Yeah, I'm thinking about another word. I can't find that word. Attractions, maybe. Attractions?
Possibly, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So, such as Rockefeller Center in, I don't know. I can't
So
remember that now.
you were only in New York for 24 hours. Where did you go after that?
I went back to the ship where I was working.
Oh, okay. So you were working on a cruise ship, and that's probably when you were telling me that when the 2-year-old walks in.
No, I didn't tell anything about the cruise ship. So
Okay.
you didn't miss anything.
I didn't miss that. Okay. Yeah. So you were working on a cruise ship, and you was that like the QE2 or something like that?
What was that again?
What cruise ship were you on?
It was. Oh, I don't want to mention the names.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't know. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I get it. I understand. Yeah.
Sorry, teacher.
Yes.
Let me ask a question to Maria.
Okay.
So, Maria, tell me please, having that kind of work, what countries are you been?
Have you been? Have you traveled to?
While I was working, or?
Yeah, while you were in.
Yes.
Oh, I went to a lot of countries because I was on board for 3 months. And so we started off in Stockholm, and then we went to, I don't know if you want to hear all this, but we went to Helsinki in Finland. What did you say, Holly? I'm sorry. Is it okay if I...
Yes, totally fine.
Just rhyme it off. Helsinki, and then St. Petersburg, and then we went to the English islands. Like we sailed.
We say British Isles.
Yeah, so we went to like a lot of places. Edinburgh in Scotland, and Dublin in Ireland, and then after that we went like over the pond.
Across the pond, yeah.
Yeah, and that was a horrible journey. It was like I've never been like on a ship that long before. It took 10 days, and I was like very sick.
10 days across the really?
Yeah. So we landed in New York and took that picture, and then we sailed north to Boston, and then to a lot of places in Canada, like Halifax, and maybe you just ask for the countries. I don't know if you want to hear all the cities, but Halifax and Montreal and Quebec, and then we went back. Yeah, but then we went back through the Panama Canal,
Uh-huh.
like there. Yeah, we stopped in. This was during the storm. Do you remember that horrible storm that made a
Which
lot
one?
of?
There's
Which
so
one?
many.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was during a storm. So you went through
Yeah.
the Panama Canal and
So we went to North Carolina, like Charleston, if
Mhm.
you know that.
yeah.
And then through the Panama Canal, and then
Oh, is this the one that was in 2005 that devastated Louisiana? Is that the one you're talking about?
no, it's not that one. It devastated New Jersey,
Okay, so that
but
was
not that
recently.
bad. It's not that bad as in Louisiana.
Uh-huh. Okay.
This was in 2012.
Okay, so that was the most recent. Okay, I know which one you're talking
Sandy
about.
was the name of the storm.
Sandy, yeah. Okay. All right. Right. Well, so Antonio, Fernando, can you speak yet?
Hi there.
Hi. Okay, Fernando, question for you. Would you rather go to California or New York?
I think I'd rather go to California. It's a sunny place, I think, full of beaches and I don't know. I like the sea and why not to take some wave, maybe surfing.
Okay. So, go surfing and so forth. Okay.
Go surfing.
Yeah. Okay. And how about you, Antonio?
In my opinion, both of them are nice places, but I have to say I have a dream. For my dream is spend a New Year's Eve in Times Square in New York.
Ah, yeah. You know,
I have this dream for many years, but I don't get it now. Up to now.
up to now, have you been to New York yet, Antonio?
Excuse me?
Have you traveled to New York yet?
No, I have never been in USA.
Okay, I traveled to New York about around the same time that that Maria did. I think in 2012 was when I was there as well, and I was actually surprised that Times Square is actually smaller than it looks like on TV. Did you think that too, Maria?
I haven't. I don't know if I've seen Times Square on TV. It was just when we came there. I just experienced it was like a very, very cozy, nice, warm place. A lot of people was there, and everybody was happy and joyful. And, it was. What do you call that when?
And the atmosphere was just very positive. A positive atmosphere.
The atmosphere, yes. Atmosphere.
But did you spend any New Year's Eve, Maria?
Pardon? Sorry?
Did you spend the New Year's Eve in Times Square or?
No. It wasn't New Year's Eve, was it?
No, it wasn't New Year's Eve. No, this was during the fall. I don't know, October maybe. Yeah.
It's interesting, Antonio, because I have a similar dream. I've never wanted to go to Times Square during New Year's Eve, but I've always wanted to go to New York City on Thanksgiving Day, because they have the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Macy's.
Yeah, it's called the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, and it's on TV. Macy's is a store, like Stockman's or something like that. So and I've always wanted to go to New York for that reason. So anyway, and I've actually traveled both to Southern California and also to New York, and for me, New York City hands down. I didn't really care for Southern California, but I'm also not I'm a hot weather person like Andre and Fernando are. I like the cold, so that's why I lived in Finland for so long. So anyway, let's go on. Would you rather live in Europe or Asia? Fernando, how about you? Would you rather live in Europe or Asia?
That's an easy question, I think. I currently live in Europe, in Spain. Probably if I had to move away, I'll choose some country like Norway or Finland or something like that, because it's special. It's different to Spain, but similar in some way because it's in Europe.
Okay, so as a European, you'd want to stay in the European lifestyle, but go someplace that's a little bit different than Spain.
I like Asia, but for just a travel. But to
Okay.
live, I prefer Europe.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And how about you, Maria? Would you want to live in Europe or Asia?
I want to live in America. I would probably stay in Europe, but many people say that Asia is a good place to, I don't know, if you like to do business. So I think Asia is a good place right now. I don't know, but I would probably be in Europe then.
So where in Europe would you go if you were told you had to move to another country? What country would you choose?
If there would have, how can I say, if there would have been an English-speaking country in Southern Europe, I would go there immediately. But there is no such country. I have to, either try to continue learning French or start learning Spanish or Italian, but that would be more difficult, I guess.
Okay.
It's most about the language. I think I would like to be in a language where I could express myself.
Yeah, but it seems like, at least in my experience, if you can speak English, you can. Everyone, well, at least in Finland, I had some friends confront me after I was there about 4 or 5 years. Oh, you need to learn Finnish, and I was trying. I was really trying to learn Finnish, and they were like, "Oh, you need to learn Finnish. You need to learn Finnish. You're not trying hard enough. You need to speak Spanish."
And it's a hard language.
It is a hard language. And then it was interesting because then a few weeks later, one of my friends that was part of that group, we spent an afternoon together. And we went to a coffee shop, and then we went shopping, and then we went to another coffee shop, and after a couple hours, she looked at me and she said, "Now I know why you don't speak Finnish very well." And she goes, "Every time you try to speak Finnish, they will speak English to you." So they respond in English. So if an English person is actually speaking your language, try to respond in your language. So.
Yeah, but I would actually like to, know if there is any English-speaking people in my town, because then I would like.
In Stockholm?
No, I live in
Helsingborg. You live in Stockholm. I know there is in Stockholm.
Yeah, I know there are English native speakers here as well. Sometimes I hear them. When I'm walking
on the street, they're loud.
On the street, I always hear it, and then I'm like, "Oh, what if I could talk to them?"
Yeah.
But I'm not that kind of person that would.
You're not brave.
No.
All right, Antonio, where would you live would you rather live in Europe or Asia?
Without hesitation, I prefer to live in Europe. Although they are a lot of important and very modern cities in Asia, in my opinion, it's better to live in Europe, although you don't live in a big city. I am a hypochondriac, and I am more confident in the health public system in Europe than in Asia.
Okay, and so you would feel more comfortable just because of the healthcare system in Europe.
Yes, if you get ill, it's better to be in Europe than in Asia. But I think there are many important cities in Asia and very safe, and I want to know or to visit Japan or India, but and for me it's more safe. It's safer to live in Europe.
In Europe, okay. How about you, Andre? Andre?
Yes, teacher. I would rather prefer to live in Indonesia, near to ocean, maybe on the shore, near to ocean and on the countryside, and there is not so crowded. How is it in the city? Not so air pollutions without a terrible traffic, and I'd prefer fishing every day, and enjoy my time. And
okay, now what I'm hearing, Andre, would you like to have your own private island?
It wouldn't be. It would be the perfect.
That's what I thought. It's like I'd like to live in the sun.
Yes.
Yeah. And I've actually lived in both in Europe and in Asia, so it's a really tough choice for me.
Where in Asia?
I lived in South Korea for 2 years, just under 2 years, and then I went to graduate school, and then I moved to Finland for a 9-month contract. I was actually going to return to Asia, and I never have. And so, Andre's idea of living down in Indonesia sounds really, really appealing, but then it's too hot down there, so I'd probably have to go to Mongolia.
Really impressive, but that can't Indonesia, since there are wild islands.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'd like the idea of this, desert island, in the middle of nowhere. As long as there's internet access, you have to have Wi-Fi, so I can teach it verbally. So, okay, bear with me. Sorry about that. I stopped real quick. Do you guys know when you go onto a website, after a while, music will come on? I was on this weather website, and music just came on, and I was like, "What? What is this?" So, okay, I'm like, "What?" 2 distractions. Okay, let's go to the next one. Would you rather live in an apartment building or a house? So, Antonio.
Without hesitation, I prefer to be in an apartment building because I have been living for 15 years in a house in the countryside. We don't have. We hadn't shops. We hadn't bars. We hadn't news agent job, and it's hard for me. I prefer to live in a city, in an apartment building, because you could more facilities for shopping, to get your free time. You don't need a car all the time if you want to decide, and you need to commute to the city every day. And for me, it's better to live in an apartment building.
And also you don't have to worry about taking care of the outside because somebody else does it.
Yeah.
So the maintenance of the place also is the way. Maria, what about you? Apartment or a house?
I definitely want to live in a house.
Talk to us. Why?
Because I want to have a loan. Is that correct?
You want a mortgage?
No. The green area. What is it called?
Green area. A lawn. Okay.
Yeah.
You want a lawn.
I don't know why I can't pronounce that word.
Yeah, lawn. It's like
lawn. Oh, okay, lawn. And yeah, I would like to have a garden.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I would like to have a nice view over something nice, maybe the sea.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to have more space. I would like to be able to be loud when I want to, and I don't want to. I don't want to have loud neighbors. I want to be able to be loud, but I don't want them to be loud.
Uh-huh. And you want to have, if your dogs are barking, you don't want to worry about it, or
Yeah, right. Or if I want to sing or listen to music or something like that. Play the piano. I don't have to think about disturbing anybody.
Mm-hmm. Okay. How about you, Fernando? What about you? Would you rather live in an apartment building or a house?
Sorry, teacher.
Yes, Victor.
Sorry for interrupting.
No worries.
Let me ask a question to Maria.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Maria, could you say how much stages would you want to have in your building?
How much?
Stages. How much stages? How much floor?
How many floors?
How many floors?
How much?
Yeah, maybe 2. I don't know.
Two story. We could say a two. We call it, and there are 2 floors, but we also call it a 2-story house.
2-story.
Yeah.
You mean story like in story?
Yeah. We call it 2-story house.
Yep. I haven't heard that before. 2-story.
Yeah.
It's 2 stories in one house. Or I don't understand that word.
2-story. We'd say 2-story house or 5-story building.
5-story. So an apartment building could be like 10-story house.
It could be a 10-story building.
10-story
apartment house or whatever. Could be a 10-story building.
Mm-hmm.
But story is another way that we use for the word floors. Those are 2 possibilities.
Okay. I would like a 2-story house then.
Okay.
Thank you for your answer.
Yeah, thank you for your question.
Thank you for asking, Andre. So that's awesome. Okay, Fernando, how about you? Would you rather live in an apartment building or a house?
I'm with Maria. I'd rather to live in a house, in a 2-story house with basement.
The basement.
Because I like the solitude. To be alone. And I don't want to have noisy neighbors. And I'd like to have a garden full of fruit trees and something like that. To be able to recollect my own fruits and some vegetables, something like that would be nice.
Yeah. Okay. And how about you, Andre?
Definitely, I prefer to have a building.
Apartment building.
Apartment building. There would be the ability to have a swimming pool.
Okay.
And now actually, I'm living in the small apartment. It looks like resemble me that I'm in the Matrix, being in that huge building with blocks building that is actually block of apartment.
Okay, so you're in a block of flats, or we'd say block of flats, or
and being there in that small apartment, it resembles me in the Matrix movie.
And so it looks instead of resembles, it looks like the Matrix movie. And I saw it so long ago I don't even recall. So are all the apartments very small in the building that you're in?
About 32 watt meters.
Oh, wow. Okay. 32 square meters. Wow. Okay.
Yes.
And that's not all that large. So,
It's very small.
32.
32.
It's common. It's common for Ukraine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm still alone in that apartment. For one person, it's quite enough. But it definitely wouldn't be enough for me and my wife and for children. And
yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I'm trying to remember what 32 square meters would be. It is fairly small though. Yeah. Because we do different dimensions here in the States, so I have to think about my past.
You don't have square meters. You count in.
We do square feet.
Square feet.
Yeah, we do square feet, and even that
32
really
square feet would be like very small.
The 32 square feet would be like a closet. It'd be very tiny. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, I live in a very small accommodation as well. But I have lived in very large homes as well, so it's back and forth. But I'm back and forth about whether I want to live in a house or a townhouse.
Townhouse or on the countryside?
Yeah, a townhouse, actually, let me show you guys on Google Images.
What would you call that house on this picture?
That's a house.
Not a townhouse.
Not a townhouse. A townhouse is like this. A townhouse is it's an apartment. It's kind of like an apartment, but it has 2 floors. The difference between a townhouse and an apartment is very, very. In the U.S., a townhouse is usually like this would be one townhouse, and it would be owned by the person that lives there. Or this.
Okay, but then you have a neighbor on each side.
Yeah, they have a neighbor on each side. Where in the U.S., if it's an apartment building, an apartment building would be owned by basically everybody you live next to are renting.
Yeah.
Apartments, everybody's renting. They're all renting and paying to the same people.
Well, otherwise, it's a condo.
Yeah, a condo or a townhouse. Yeah, and in this picture right here, Antonio, you're correct, right? Completely correct. In British English, it's a detached house. In American English, it's just a house. We take off the detached, or we'll say we'll also call it a single family house. Single family.
I don't know the meaning of detached.
Detached, that's British English. And it's just this. Basically, a single family house is a detached.
Yeah, we would call it a house.
Yeah.
Or villa. You don't use that word, I think. Villa.
No, we don't use it very much. It's semi-detached house. In British English, I'm writing this down on the chat, on the group chat, is the same as a duplex in American English.
This house, or no?
No, let me show you on Google Images. I'll type in, this is a townhouse, which is very similar to an apartment. Then you have the duplex. Duplexes are just 2.
Ah, okay.
And those are called semi-detached houses, where in English, yeah, and in British English, this is a detached house, and then you have the semi-detached houses, and then you go to the apartments, and in American English, an apartment, a condo, and a townhouse is based on how it is actually owned. They're all very similar. But it's more of the financing and so forth.
And what about a flat? You don't have flats.
No, flats are apartments.
Okay.
So flats are the same. Thank you very much for your time and for your participation in class today. I hope you've learned a little bit, but mainly this class was just for you to practice and speak as much as possible. Again, of course, you had to take turns speaking. So, but thank you very much, and I'll see you guys in another class. It was nice to meet you both, Fernando and Maria. Yes, yes.
Let me ask a final question.
Okay.
Then, where is majority of United States? What kind of apartment majority of U.S. are living?
I would say that the majority of Americans, except for, I mean, you have to consider that there's two Americas. There's big city America. There's New York, Chicago, Los Angeles. See you later, Antonio. And then there's a small town America. Small town America, we live in houses. Big city America, apartments, condos, townhouses. So, because there really are two different, the urban and the rural areas. So,
yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, I'll see you guys later.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks. It's nice meeting you all. Bye.
Bye for now.
Bye for now.